It's the live chat.
The name Invisible Gardener has three different stories because I swear I don't remember exactly how it happened. But during that time, I also heard about Finhorn. You ever hear about Finhorn? Right? It's in England, northern England somewhere, Wales, Finhorn, right? And Finhorn is a place where basically these people connect with the angels and the garden spirits, and they help them to grow and stuff, right? And so I think I heard about them somewhere through the ether. Somehow I picked up, and I think it was a dream. I had this dream. I believe I had a dream because I make things up and they're real, and I don't know anyway if they're not real or not. But I had this dream which basically said, "You're the invisible gardener. You got to heal the earth." I said, "Cool, okay," But then as I do these things, I found out who the real invisible gardeners are. They're the microbes. Ken, I was talking about it's the biology, right? It's the micro. I call it microbes, biology, same thing, right? Biology, living organism. And when I say the soil is dead, it's not really dead because I tell people that just means that the good guys are not there. The bad guys are there. You can have the good guys and the bad guys in the same place. You know what I'm saying, right? And so that's my whole gig is Invisible Gardener is I'm just one of the helpers of the warriors of the earth, of the microbes of the earth, the living organisms in the soil. And I got into that really, really super early because I never used. Oh, so that's how you get the name Invisible Gardener. Who are these people? and the name has been
live chat. Come on, man. We got people that love you. That's why they're here watching you live, man.
Okay. So the name Invisible Gardener keeps coming up more and more in my life because I do music called Inner Gardening. Okay. And so Invisible Gardener to me means a lot of different things. One of the things that it means is that I'm a very weird guy and I'm very much into, I see sound and hear colors and I always have. And that's kind of tricky because that triggers all kinds of things. I was just talking to a lady yesterday who was into the toad. Okay. The toad. I did the toad, which was a very interesting experience, but I tell people, if you're higher than the drug, then it's a downer. So I'm not saying I'm higher than the drug, but I'm just saying when I did the toad, and I did it because all my friends were doing it, you got to do the toad. Oh my God. Oh, I said, okay, fine. I went into I meditated. I was having a great time. I told my body, okay, you guys relax. I'll be back. I left my body, floated in space, had a really good time. I'm looking around. There's all these people sitting around there. Oh my God, he died. He's not breathing. Oh, I'm going. When people do, have you guys ever done the toad? Did you? It's a very emotional thing for people. Yelling and screaming, banging, letting loose of stuff because their energy doesn't flow. When your energy doesn't flow, it backs up. It causes all kinds of problems, right? And so I've always been keyed into energy because I actually do couple of different things at the same time. I'll tell you guys, my real name is Astra, and I'm actually an ordained minister. I started a church called Astra's Garden, and Astra's Garden is basically all about inner gardening. That's all about energy. So the name Invisible Gardener means to me is Mother Nature is an invisible gardener. Everything happens, but you don't really see it. You don't see it, but yet you see the results. You see how interactions, how energy affects everything. I was talking to this lady yesterday she says, well, we were talking about orgasms, okay? And I was talking about doing nectar. Doing nectar is a meditation technique that you learn how to rechannel the Kundalini energy. It's a name for that energy that flows through your body, right? See what I mean? And so doing nectar means it's a technique you learn how to manifest. Instead of having an external orgasm, you have an internal orgasm. And that energy recirculates. And then your whole, everything's about energy, and I was talking to this lady yesterday about what is reality. To me, my reality keeps growing. Every time I have an expansion, wow, bing, wow. It's like, holy cow. So every time I think this is it, this is the reality, it changes. Now you have to understand, I can talk for hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and keep on going. So I have to try to get, you guys have to say, okay, go this way, go that way, point up, down, because I can talk about a billion things. I can talk about the soil, and we have to deal with the soil. My latest show is called From the Soul to the Soil. That's my latest show. Because I try to tell people it's important to understand. If you want your soul to be happy in your body, you better have a healthy body. And to have a healthy body, you have to have a living, healthy soil. And you can't do that. It's hard to meditate when you're in pain, right? It's hard to meditate. You go, oh my God, I got right? Right?
Agreed, 100%.
And that's what it's all really about. So it has a lot to do with consciousness and how you deal with the world, but it's all energy. Everything.